energy. Sharing is caring. Why not share? Come on now. We're going to have to make that happen, Alicia. Okay, Lonnie said it's not showing up. Lonnie, you must have an iPhone. Lonnie, oh, here we go. Okay, it's letting me add you now, Lonnie. Oh, man. It's letting me add you, like send you the request, and then it says no answer from guest. Oh, hold on. I think we got it. Oh. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. I think it's adding you. So much your remedial. I'm gonna need you to get it together. Okay. It's letting me add you.
Okay.
Add you, like send you the request.
How can I see you? I think I'm seeing you somehow. That's crazy. Oh.
Thank you for sharing, baby. Thank you for sharing, Alicia. Lonnie, you're a mess. You are a mess.
Oh, this is crazy. Oh my God.
Lonnie, you've never used Facebook Live? As many videos and stuff you be doing on social media, you've never used Facebook Live?
Oh, bro. No. Oh, this crazy. Oh, man. I didn't even know Facebook had all these features. Okay.
Oh, man, that is hilarious. Well, hey, how are you?
Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Can I get y'all say something?
Lonnie, why you acting like you about 65 or something? Like you ain't never seen social media before. I'm not
Hell, I
playing.
feel like it. Hell, I ain't know I could do all this. I'm video chatting and people watching. Oh, I usually just be shooting the videos. I don't be.
You crazy.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
Well,
well, welcome to Live. You're a mess. So really quickly, for my viewers that don't know who you are, go ahead and tell them who you are. Thank you for sharing too. Tell them who you are, what it is you do, let them know how awesome you are, and then we can get into the conversation.
I'm Lonnie, comedian Lonnie, a.k.a. Jamez, best friend Jamez. For some of my videos that y'all might know me. Yeah, I just do social media videos, so I just make people laugh. For a living one day. I'm getting there, but right now it's just for fun.
You getting there? You got a nice little following. You know, you connecting with a few people out here in the world. You doing something good. You doing good.
It's all right.
So I know that it's not really set up to be an interview, but I do want to just ask a few questions of my own. But like, how long have you been doing comedy? Like, is this something that you did as a kid, just always being the jokester, or is it something one day you're just like, you know what, people actually think I'm funny. Let me try this out.
It definitely as a kid growing up, I was cracking jokes or trying to entertain people. So I kind of picked that up along the way, and then I started doing the social media comedy maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Well, it was about 5 or 6 years ago. 6 years ago. And just been.
I realized you were doing it. It's a nice little time. That's what's up. Well, that's awesome. I am very happy for you and proud of you and all of your following and all of your achievements. That is great. I always love seeing people my age doing something productive with their life.
Trying
That's
to
what's
stay out
up.
of jail.
Yeah, please. I think it's enough of us in there. Let's stay out. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get to the topic, because I'm very interested to see how all of you guys feel about this. And let me throw out a few reminders just for the viewers, because y'all tend to think that y'all are off the hook anytime I have a special guest. So let me just remind y'all that any discussion topic we have, y'all still need to answer it. I still want to hear from y'all and hear how y'all feel about it. So don't try to get shy now. Hey, Kim. Also, Lonnie, while you're answering the question, if you hear me talking in between, I'm just saying hi to people. I'm not trying to be rude and I'm not trying to ignore you. I just believe in, acknowledging everybody as they come in. All right, so tonight's topic, the question I want to know, hey, Akbar, the question I want to know is it considered cheating if you are mentally attracted to somebody else, or if you like certain qualities about that person, and you deliberately create an environment that will consist of you guys being around each other, whether it's like business reasons or whatever, but y'all never flirt and there's no intention on you all having sex? Is it still cheating?
No, I don't think so. Um,
Okay.
it can. This is one of those. I say no to my according to my standards, but this is one of those questions
Okay.
that like for everybody is different because some
It's
people say,
different.
"Would you want your girl doing that?" Like,
Mhm.
and so
Just a
I
little.
mean, I guess it could turn into like more of an emotional cheating because you could create an emotional attachment to this person, and
Okay.
emotional cheating is probably the worst form of cheating that you can do. So I
Mm.
guess it could turn into cheating. Let's put it like that. I don't think all
It could
flirting
lead to.
is though, but it can turn into it.
Okay. Okay.
So
I agree with you. I don't think that it's cheating, but after looking at it and thinking over it a little bit longer, I was like, okay, I could see how it might seem like it. Like you said, if it becomes more of like an emotional attachment versus,
mhm.
I just like looking at this person or I just enjoy their mindset. Once it starts to get deeper where you're like craving to be around this person all the time and when you're with them, you're just like in dreamland, then okay,
Yeah.
that's taking a little too far.
So
But
then,
I do think it's
like,
possible.
what if you were to like be around this person and you just like you get lost in dreamland and then they give you an opening and you just happen to jump at it? Like, I guess you kind of creating a dangerous situation. Let's put it like that.
Right. Right.
So
Okay.
it's kind of like it's flirting with the devil. Let's put it like that. So
Okay. Okay. I'll
you might
take that.
not necessarily
I'll
be
take
cheating,
that.
but if you because who's to say like if you really like this person a whole lot and then next thing you know they just
Hmm.
like I don't know toss you, you know what I'm saying, or give you an opening, how you gonna act?
Right. That's true. That's true. And I feel like at that point, it's definitely considered cheating. I feel like anytime your emotions get involved, it's considered cheating. Once you start entertaining the thought of, liking this person or thinking about them on any other level other than business, if that's what your original intent is, then yes, it's definitely cheating. But I personally do believe that it is possible for two people to hang around each other for business purposes and they may respect or they may like somebody's mindset or like the fact that this person, is a go-getter or whatever, but
Right.
not have any type of attraction to them. So I think it's possible, but like you said, it just depends on how far and how many emotions we talking about get mixed up and all that good stuff.
Well then this is
Let me
my
see.
question then, like
Mhm.
so with you saying that, that do you think that you're attracted to your friends, like do you think
To
or
my
your male
friend,
to your male friends, like do you think you're attracted to them?
yeah, I would think so, I guess, in some type of way.
And that's exactly what I would say. Like you have to, if you want them around, like you have to be attracted to them in some sense. Not necessarily saying it's a physical
Right, that's
thing,
what I'm
but it's
saying.
like this
Yeah.
person makes me
There's
laugh,
like
so I'm
something
attracted to
like that.
that. So I think you have to be attracted
Right.
to your friends in some capacity. Otherwise, you wouldn't want them around.
Hmm.
But I just asked that because
Exactly.
that brought that point up. So, mm but yeah, I think it.
Hmm. Hey, Chelsea. Okay, so I'm gonna read a few comments really quickly, and of course, jump in anytime you want to
Okay.
piggyback or anything. So let's say emotional cheating is worse than physical cheating. Oh, she's asking you a question. So you think
Oh,
that emotional cheating
oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Because if somebody has your emotions, or
is
your emotions kind of control you as a person. Like
mm-hmm.
when you get mad, you obviously your anger takes over. When you're in love, obviously like love rules all. So if somebody has your emotions, and you
Mm-hmm.
could you could be emotionally cheating and not have done anything physical at all with that person. Like you could just
Mm-hmm.
have strong attachment to them. So I think the emotional cheating can control you. But I also think that
Mm-hmm.
physical cheating can turn into emotional cheating. Not always, but it can.
Right, but it can.
Uh, so, and it's
It can.
emotional cheating is like I think that's like the highest level of cheating that you could like achieve. I mean, I don't know what else is emotional and physical, but emotion is definitely you know pretty high up there.
Guys, I never thought about it before until today when we had this conversation. And I think I really do agree with that. Because even though some people say it's not possible, I honestly believe that no matter the sex, whether it's the woman cheating or the man cheating, I think that you can physically have sex with somebody and not be interested in them or it not mean anything to you. Um, so, like you said, once your emotions get involved, it's kind of deeper than that now. Like, it's much deeper now because you're gonna start feeling certain things for this person that you're not supposed to be feeling for them. You kind of, it may get to the point where you're starting to crave their attention or crave, being around them. So definitely emotions, I think, would be worse than physical cheating. I agree with you on that. I
So
never looked at it that way.
I mean, I only say it
So,
because I know from experience. Like I wasn't cheating, but the person that I was engaging with, they were cheating on their like significant other at the time. Don't judge me,
okay.
y'all. I'm just saying.
Listen, this is a
But
judge-free zone. Everybody in here is a sinner. We ain't worried about it.
yeah, until I look at the comments later and they just like, oh my god, how could he?
No, I got you. I got you. Let somebody try to come for you. I got you. I have a judge-free environment. So anybody that oversteps that boundaries, bro, it's over. Like,
Pretty much.
whatever.
But like I was saying,
That
like
is
it
what
was
it
just
is.
like she, had a boyfriend or whatever, and just like the conversations we would have, like obviously it was like sexual conversations, but it was kind of
Mhm.
like deeper than that. Like it would, like if I asked her to do something, it was just like she was like I would do it, no questions asked, like, and I don't even do that for my boyfriend, like what I'm saying. It would be kind of like things like that. So it was just
Mhm.
like it was kind of like scary to have that much power over somebody that you could just literally kind of say whatever, and they just like whatever you want me to do, like I'll do it. Like that's a really scary
Mhm.
thing. So I I just seen firsthand like emotional cheating is like that's pretty bad. I mean, I
Yeah.
think you can get over. It's hard to get over physical. Like if your partner cheats on you physically, like it's hard to get over that too. But
But you
like
can get over that.
yeah, but it's like more like, oh, did you love her? Did you love him? Like, oh,
Mhm.
like how long y'all been talking? And for girls, it's a little different too, because y'all not really cheating as casually as like a guy would. Like
Right.
y'all, so like it's more background. Like y'all been talking for a while, y'all built up a rapport. But for a guy, like we can meet a
Mhm.
girl tomorrow, and it
Just hit
means
it.
nothing to us. So I mean, some girls can do it. I'm not saying that girls can. I'm just saying that normally, when girls cheat, it's like it's more of an emotional act, or what I'm saying,
Mhm.
as opposed to just a physical one time, like, and I'm that he meant nothing to me type thing.
Right. That's true. That is definitely true. Let me get to some more comments real quickly. So, BJ, my husband said it's cheating. I don't think so. When it gets to a certain extent, like I said, if there's no emotions involved, if I'm not emotionally attached to this person and I just enjoy, like, so like you said, like when it comes to your friends have to like something about you to be around you. So I
Mm-hmm.
have a really good friend that's a female. And the thing that we like about each other is our hustle. We both are hardworking, women that don't stop for anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we enjoy that about each other. So if I see that in a man, I'm like, okay, this man is hardworking. He's doing whatever he needs to do to stay out of jail, whatever, whatever. Or I just enjoy his drive. I don't feel like that's cheating if I then connect with this person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like with you I'm gonna use us for an example. So you do comedy. You're reaching out to the world, making a difference, making people laugh. I love to laugh. I watched some of your skits the other day and was in tears, and I'm like, you know what? He's mad dope. Like this is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I admire you for what you do. So
Yeah.
I feel like by us connecting, by me having you on the show today, I don't think I'm cheating on my husband. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like
Yeah.
I'm just showing respect for another business person and putting them on game, trying to, what I'm saying, put them out there. And that's it. We're not doing nothing right now other than talking, having a conversation. So I feel like looking at it from this type of standpoint is not considered cheating. Now, if I was just like, oh my God, like Lonnie is just, oh man, I just love him so much. And he just like, I just love being around, you know what I'm saying? If it got to that point where I had some type of emotional tie to you and I just can't stop thinking about you or can't stop talking about you or can't stop hitting you up, that's completely different. But I think it is possible in situations like this one that it's not considered cheating. That's just me. I don't think it's cheating. Lonnie said he don't think it's cheating either. So Alicia said, yeah, it's like you're kind of wanting them to make a move. So being around them, even though, okay, let me say it this way. So I am the one that has the attraction to this person, the mental attraction, or I like their qualities. This
Mm-hmm.
person may not be showing this in return. This person has never, flirted with me. Lonnie has never flirted with me. Lonnie has never, tried to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Lonnie is not showing any interest. So therefore, the the like is coming from my end. It's a one-sided thing here, not two-sided. So I'm not expecting Lonnie to try to make a move on me because I don't think Lonnie likes me. But I just enjoy being around Lonnie. I enjoy his conversations. I enjoy the fact that he makes people laugh. I don't think that's me wanting him to make a move. I don't think that's me cheating. That's just me naturally appreciating somebody for the qualities they have as a person. But we just do business together. But we're always hanging around each other for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that as being cheating. But
Yeah.
to each his own, right? Hi, Candace. Hey, Angela. Hey, Patty. So, Kimberly said emotional cheating is closer to a relationship than sexual. That's just about sex, and that can be all. However, emotional can cause real harm to your relationship. Now, that I agree with,
Yeah.
because once your emotions start to get tied into somebody else, you start to neglect, you know what I'm saying, your true
Yeah.
relationship. Once you get to the point where you're giving all your time and attention to this other person because you are emotionally attached to them, you start to neglect what you have at home. So you start to lack on your end in your like actual relationship. So I
And you
definitely
start to
agree with that.
compare too. You start to compare
Huh?
your
Right.
boyfriend or
Right.
girlfriend, this person, and oh well, this person does that and you don't do this,
Exactly.
and you always see movies about it, like, oh, he noticed that my favorite color was green, but you never noticed, so stuff like that. So it's like, uh, it's and I mean, like we said, it's a dangerous road. I mean, I'm not saying that like
Yeah.
you can't enjoy being around somebody and that you should like distance yourself, but at the same time, like you do have to know that sometimes coming with the territory, like, or what who's
Mm-hmm.
to say, like, what if I'm not like feeling you in the way that you're feeling me, so you enjoy my company, but I'm just like, well, fuck it, she's a girl and all girls are the same to me, so I just shoot my shot, just like just being
Okay.
disrespectful, what I'm saying, not really respecting
Mm-hmm.
your situation. So it's kind of like how you never know how the other person might be feeling or react. So I guess that boundary, somebody said something about you need boundaries. I guess then you kind of have to venture into that territory of, all right, well, I do fuck with you heavy, or yada yada yada, and there's
Mm-hmm.
an attraction. Like, do you bring that up and when you mentioning boundaries, or is it just like an unspoken thing? Like, are you supposed to say like, yo, we can talk about this and that, but this is off limits? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work?
Mm-hmm.
Because I
I
just see
think
people.
that depends on the person. That would depend on the person, and if they're really trying to like pursue something, or if they're really trying to leave that door open. I feel like if you're going into like a business venture, or you're going into a business relationship, and it's the opposite sex, me and you are going into a business move,
Mm,
and I want it to be known like I'm married. So I'm going to, our initial
yeah,
conversation is I would love to do business with you. I think it's great what you do. I would love to see how we can benefit one another. Let's just make sure we're on the same page and understanding that it goes no further than a business relationship. You know what I'm saying? But that just depends on the person. Because if I'm trying to be sneaky and I'm trying to, flirt with you and I like you and I have that emotional connection or whatever the case, then I may not mention it. And I may see if you're going to shoot your shot just to see, what
yeah.
are they attracted to me? Do they like me the way I like them?
And
That
see,
just,
this
to me, that depends on the person.
this is my thing too, because like I can, let's say like I do have a friend or whatever. Like, let's just say we're friends, me and you're friends or whatever, and we
Mm-hmm.
like being around each other equally as much, whatever. But we obviously have relationships. But like
Mm-hmm.
I notice with me, and I do have to work on this as a person. Like, if you're my friend and we talk often, or we're more than associates. Like, I don't really
Mm-hmm.
know that boundary line of what's off limits. Like, let's just say it's like you tell me, oh, like me and my husband, we had a wonderful anniversary last week and we celebrated and it was amazing. And then like me just knowing off of me being a friend, I'm just like, oh shit, it was like the sex bomb. Like some people might say like, okay, nigga, you going too far.
Taking
Like,
it
why
too
you need to
far.
know that? But like how I see it
Mm-hmm.
in my head is like, if you're a friend of mine, like we can talk about anything openly and honest. Like, granted, my girlfriend, she might not like it, but that's just how I've been with my friends always. Like,
Right.
nigga, like you're not a friend to me if I can't talk to you openly about anything. Like,
Mm-hmm.
granted, some people might be uncomfortable with the conversation, but if I want to know something or if I'm curious about something, especially my friends, like I'm just gonna ask, like, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the door ever opens to that conversation, like. I mean, I'm not gonna be the first one, like, oh yeah, so y'all like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all raw dog, I'm not like that person, but like, if the door ever opens up, it's like, well, I mean, you opened it up, so I'm just asking questions now. So I don't know what's too far and what's
No, it's not.
the limits. I mean, I'm getting better at it. I'm definitely getting better at it now. Like, obviously, because having a girlfriend and she just be on my ass. But at the same time, it just be like, I don't think about it. I just be having conversation. Like, shit, if I want to know something, I want to know something. Like, I'm a very inquisitive person. So that's just one thing I've noticed that I got to like, do
You
better
never thought
on.
about it. I don't. I'm with you. If we're friends, we should be able to talk about almost everything. Like if we have that type of relationship and we've known each other for a while or whatever, and it's already been established that there's no type of intimacy or connection between us, I don't feel like we can't have a conversation. I'm just used to having them conversations with my female friends more so. I think it would be a surprise to hear a male ask me, oh, so how was it? Did y'all use the chocolate in the whipped cream? You know what I'm saying? It would be more
But
of a surprise, but I don't think I would take it sideways. Like, well, why are you asking me that? I don't think I would take it that way because it's like we friends. Like, I can see if you're asking me something more personal about myself only. You know what I'm saying? But you're asking about my relationship, so I don't see that being.
And you know what? But
Weird.
most people find that weird in the sense of like, well, why do you want to hear about me and another? Like, girls be like, why do you want to hear about me and another guy? And it's for the longest. It took me a while to like realize where I even got this. I just call it a fetish, but like, I mean, it's not necessarily a fetish. It's just something I just called it that. But like, when I was growing up, I was always like the ladies' man. Like, not the ladies' man, meaning like I had a lot of girls, but I always hung around a lot of girls. So I was always small. Like I was never the one that like, oh my God, he's so fine. Like I want Lonnie. It was just always like, oh, Lonnie's real cool. He make us laugh. Like we keep him around. So I would always hear them talk about guys. So it just became this thing. Like I was just so used to it that it just, it doesn't bother me. But some people just, it bothers some people to hear about other people. But to me, it's just like, it's just something that I've always known since I've known what knowing was. So I always found that interesting, and it took me a while to like realize where I got that trait from. But like I guess looking at like how you grew up and how you were raised kind of like determines a lot about you as a person, how you are with your relationships and boundaries and all this other stuff. So I had to even explain it to my girlfriend, like that's just how I've always been. So sometimes I can't, like, it's hard for me to like know that you're doing too much. Like I'm just like, what? I've always been this way. What you talking about? I'm doing too much. Now I'm doing too much because it's something she's not used to. But I'm learning. I'm not perfect, y'all. So.
I completely understand. I have my moments when I'm like that too. So I understand. But as long as you're learning and everything is working out, then that's all that matters, right? And let me see, I got a few more comments. So Alicia said, and if it gets to that point in a relationship where you're craving attention from someone else, then that should be the cue to leave, to bounce. Okay.
But it's not always that easy though.
All right. Say it one more time.
It's not always that easy. Like people always like, oh, if you're craving attention from somebody else, like you can like you should just leave. Like it's not that simple because okay, well I'll just put it like this to all the followers or everybody listening. Like, do you think you can love two people at the same time? And most people are like, no, you can't love two people at the same time. You can only have love for somebody, but be in love with somebody. And I don't think that shit's true. Like, because if person A has 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 qualities, but person B has 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of the qualities that I like, but they're both in two different people, I think I can love them or be in love with them equally. I mean, I'm not saying it's right to do, but I think you can. I definitely think you got the capacity to love or be in love with multiple people. I don't want to say like a whole lot of people, but at least two people at one time. It's like saying like I can't love cookies and cupcakes or some shit. Like it's just like one like maybe like I'll say like cookies and ice cream. Like one satisfies me in this realm, and then the other satisfies me in this realm, but they're both like dessert treats. So like, I don't know. That's just my take on it. But
when you put it that way, then of course you can love more than one person at a time. Who doesn't love cookies and ice cream? Come on now.
Sometimes you want to put the cookies and ice cream together, and
for real. Sometimes you got to crush the cookies up, put them in the ice cream, and just eat it all together. Like, hey, just have a big old.
We dropping metaphors here, people. We dropping metaphors here. So you know what I'm saying.
Hey, they ain't ready. They ain't ready for us, Lonnie.
I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. Y'all ain't gotta agree. It's cool.
All right. So I got a comment from Kimberly. She said, I have two very close male friends and there's no cheating. However, you have to respect your spouse and not cross that line. And I totally agree. I totally agree. Um, that goes without saying to me anyways. So I definitely agree with that. But my question is, I was just asking, so with you and your friends, the more you hang around them, or if you guys hang around each other on a consistent basis, because you have this friendship and you have no type of like intimate connection, or you have no intention or no need or want or lust for them, by you hanging around them in general, would your husband consider that cheating? Like that's the question I'm getting to, but using your scenario. So let's say it agree with both of you, not cheating, but you need boundaries. What kind of boundaries do you both have in place? Okay, we getting personal. You want
Ain't
to go
no damn
first, or you want me to
boundaries,
go?
bro. Ain't no damn boundaries, bro. I do what I want when I. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And just in case my girlfriend watching,
Oh,
I'm
don't make me
getting my
call.
ass whooped.
Don't make
But
me call.
she started kickboxing classes too, so she might actually whoop me. But no, what boundaries do I have in place? Honestly, it right now it's just like me just getting better at just being better in my mind of like I know she would trip over this. You know what I'm saying? Like if I were to do this, like or engage in this or engage in this conversation or meet with this person or do this. Like I just try to keep in mind. I don't really have like I don't really know how to answer that. Like I don't have a set boundary. I don't know. I'm
Right.
just trying to
Just
better train
keep
my
it.
mind to
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, you might be able to better answer that than me because you've
Mhm.
married, so sure, you might actually have a better answer than me. I don't got no boundaries right now.
As far as boundaries, uh, I mean, the only boundaries I have in place, honestly, is just making sure that it's understood that any type of connection or any type of reason that I need to talk to anybody else other than my husband that's of the male species and female species, talking about nowadays, just making sure it's clear that business is business. There will be no personal. There will be nothing outside of work. You know what I'm saying? Work. And just making it clear at all times that I'm not interested in anybody other than the one that I already have. But to me, honestly, I never really position myself around people that try me. And as y'all can see on my videos or even in public, I always make sure somebody see my hand. I always make sure they see the ring, so it's no question asked. And then if for whatever reason some dudes still decide that they want to ask, well, are you in a relationship? Like I've never been around somebody that just came out and was just outright like disrespectful or outright like seeing my ring but still tried to grab my arm or still tried to get my number or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have situations where I have to bring the boundaries in place, but I pay attention to conversations. I pay attention to body language. So if I see that we're talking and I see you keep looking me up and down, or if I see that you're not really focused on what it is I'm saying from a business aspect, then I just let it know. I let it be right then and there, like, okay, this is what I do. This is who I am. I can connect with you on this part. That's about it. I have a husband. I'm happily married with a child. Blah blah blah. So get that part out your mind. And
Uh-huh.
I mean that's all I'm gonna do. I don't because honestly, I'm not one of them females that I don't feel like I need to be extra about my relationship. Meaning, I don't feel like I just need to always go off on a dude that approaches me. You got
Mm-hmm.
them chicks that be like, I like all the dude could tell me you got some tissue on the bottom of your shoe, and chicks be like, I got a man. Don't even tell me that. No, like you ain't gotta be extra like that. Like that's ridiculous. Like it's okay to accept compliments from people and it's okay to have conversations with people as long as you are secure in your relationship and you make sure it doesn't go any further than it needs to. So my only boundaries are just letting it be known that I am not available. I'm not looking to be available. We can do business and that's it. I mean, that's all I got.
Hey, y'all heard
um,
it first.
that's all I got.
Yeah.
So Mark, you said yes. So Mark said you think it is considered cheating? How? And I want to know because you're in the music industry and you do photography. So I really want to pick your brain and understand how it's considered cheating. If you are doing a photo shoot with a model and she's really interested in your skills and book you for all her shoots, but y'all don't ever talk about sex or ever flirt together, but she got a man. How would that be considered cheating? Let me know, Mark. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah. I don't like. I see why people. I think it's setting yourself up to possibly cheat, possibly,
right.
but don't
And I
necessarily mean
can
to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
I've filmed with multiple like pretty women, and I'm like, oh, she's really pretty, but I'm not like crossing
Drooling.
the line, if that makes sense. Like it's just like, oh, I can admire them, or be like, oh, this person's really pretty, and like it'd be dope to get to know them, or just kind of keep them closer. That sounds wrong, but I don't really mean it like, oh, I'm
I
just
know
trying.
what you're saying though. I know what you're saying though. It's more like it would be cool if I could work with them more often, or just like you said, just kind of get to know them as a person, but you're not really interested in being with them. It's just like, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep using us as an example because we're on here together, but it's just like us. Like if well, I think Lonnie's really dope. I would love to hang around Lonnie and go support him. Go
yeah.
support him at his comedy shows or go support him at whatever venues he had, but I don't want Lonnie. I don't want to be with Lonnie. I'm not trying to engage in anything with Lonnie. I'm just trying to support him. I'm just trying to be
So is
a
it
part of
like, is there like maybe a line in that supporting which you can't cross? Like, what if you just going hard, and like every event that I were to throw in the city, like you just show up? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, let's just say, but you show up with your
am I
man though.
showing, okay, I was about to say, am I showing up alone or am I bringing my son with
Like, you showing up with your man, but like it's still
me?
like
I'm
I
still
don't know,
coming
you
to
know what I'm
see
saying? Like
you.
you're still kind of going hard a little bit. Like is that like disrespectful, or is that not like, or is that like, no, I'm just like, at what point does the support really turn into something and more? You get what I'm saying? Like I guess you
Uh-huh.
can support somebody
Yeah.
so much until it like turns into something bigger almost. I don't know.
No,
Like I don't know
I
if I
agree.
kind of look at my girl like, damn, you going, like, why we always gotta go to this nigga's performances or some shit? Like it's the same shit. It's just like, oh, like I mean, what if she tell me some shit like, oh, I'm just supporting a friend, like black businesses, like what I'm saying, type shit like that. But it's just like, I mean, but everyone know, like, I don't
Right.
know. I guess
And I I can
it's
see
weird.
how that would be an issue if I'm like showing up to every single thing you do. So definitely I feel like there are boundaries when it comes to being a supportive friend. Like you can't do too much. You can support them from afar, but you ain't always got to be right there next to them when they're doing something. Because then I feel like it's taking it to another level. Is the camera blurry? I feel like I'm going blurry.
A little bit, but it kind of
I don't know what's doing
like
that.
not focused or something. Maybe that's that Android
Yeah,
for you right there.
not at all. Don't even try that. There
Mm-mm.
we go. Whatever. It was that signal. That's what it was. Anyway.
Duh, duh.
I can definitely understand from that point of just doing too much. Like me, naturally, I'm a natural supporter. Like I love supporting people. As long as you're doing something positive, I love supporting. That's just how I am. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm made that way, but that's just how I am. So like there's this group called the Nourishment, and it's a group made up of three males and a female.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Everything that they have, or every time they have an event, I normally try to go. Or if I can, promote something on my page, I'll do it. And I guess that's different because it's a mixture of men and women. But I feel
Yeah,
like even if it was an all boys group or if it was an all girls group, I would go just as hard. So to me, that's just me naturally. It's just my personality. But I can definitely understand how it would look funny and would look like, okay, you doing way too much for this friend. I got you.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. My nana said once they have your emotions, they have you. Even if it's one sided, it's a slippery slope. Okay, that's
Yeah.
true.
Which we talked
That's
about
true.
earlier. Yeah.
Right, right. And that's my fault because I'm reading comments late. So some of these are
Oh,
probably going to be in relation to stuff we talked about earlier. So my husband said the question is, what if a person makes you feel a certain way when you're not supposed to feel that way with that person? Then that person, when you're not supposed to feel that way with that person, and purposely place yourself around that person, even though you never take it any further. Okay, well then I think it would be considered. I'm still not gonna say it's considered cheating, but if you are feeling some type of way, if you have a connection with that person at this point where you are lusting to be around them or looking forward to being in their presence more often, and it's not just for business, then yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool. You just need to stay at home with your boo and sit your butt down somewhere before you be single. That's not cool.
Yeah,
What you think?
it's just dangerous. Just because like I feel like there's people out there that you just have natural ass chemistry with. Like I feel like there's
Mm-hmm.
people like even though you can be in a full blown ass relationship, be full in love, whatever, married, kids, all of that, shebang bang, whatever. But I feel like there's
Mm-hmm.
people you can come across that y'all just have this chemistry that you can't really explain to nobody else. It's like
Right.
this it kind of like transcends like just physical desire. Like it's just like damn, it's just like it just like meets. Like I don't really know how to
Mm-hmm.
explain it. Like me and my girlfriend, we were like that. I mean, granted, we dated, but like when I met her, it was like an instant chemistry that just like I couldn't pass up. Like even if I tried, it was just like no, like I know for a fact. So it's like I think there's like people who you can like come across that just you kind of get this desire for. And I mean, it like I said, it's dangerous. I mean, I'm not saying you should give in to that desire and be around them all the time, but at the same time, I just think like sometimes the universe puts things or people in your life to for a purpose, not necessarily not saying that the purpose would be to cheat, but I think that person would serve a purpose in your life if you come across them. So, but again, that's very dangerous, especially if you especially, I mean, if you just like laying around your house and just like, oh my God, I can't wait till the next time I see
Right.
this person. Like,
Right. That's what I'm saying. Now it's like, okay,
man,
you taking this too far. Like you're doing too
that's
much.
when you probably need to cut it. Like, but if it's just like a oh shit, like it'd be dope to get up with them, and it's just like a natural thing, like that just happens. Like, but if you over here like mentally lusting and for somebody, then yeah, you have a big problem on your hands.
I
Huge problem.
agree. I agree. 1,000%. So Alicia said, yeah, that's mental. That's mental attachment. Hi, Xander. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Bruce. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Derek. It's a lot of y'all. Hey, Usa. Hey, Renee. Hey, Avishag. Hey, Mama Sue. Hey, Miss Kalkman. Man, it's a lot of y'all. Where did y'all come from? I didn't even see y'all come in here. All right, we got some more comments down here. And it's more of y'all. Hi, Shiloh. Hi, Tony. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Chris. Hey, Simone.
Hey, all of y'all.
Hi. Right. Like, I'm not even about to repeat that. Okay. So Jamal said, I don't think it's cheating, but I do feel like it creates a toxic environment only because relationships go through tough times and it opens the realm of relying on the other person emotionally because they have been there before for you. It may not happen at the moment, but eventually something could manifest. But this is only if you have an attraction to someone either mentally or physically. Jamal, I think that was perfect. I think that was a perfect little
We we
explanation to it.
we talk about this. Well, not we don't talk about that, but yeah, that's my homie that I be filming with a lot of the videos. So yeah,
Yeah.
he's
He just
well
meshed both
versed.
of our responses. He
Yeah,
just meshed both of our responses and just put it in one. Like that's exactly what it is.
yeah.
It can be detrimental if those other feelings start to come about, but it does not start off as cheating. It's naturally not cheating, but it
Hmm.
can lead to it.
Yeah,
Hi, Jasmine. He was on point, right, Simone?
yeah.
He was on
That brother
point.
got a little wisdom on him. A little wisdom.
Yes, wisdom. Come through.
It's
Come
dangerous, like
through.
I said. But like,
Yeah, it can be.
and everybody kind of see. I'm sure everybody sees it differently too. Like, I mean, some people just say like
Mm-hmm.
offer it as cheating, and then some people say like, no, it's not. I mean, but if you pursue it this much, I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you're going hard about it, then it can be. To
And
me,
it can
I
be.
really just consider cheating like physical, like physically crossing the line. I mean, granted, you can cheat emotionally, like I said, but like that's when you start cheating, like when it physical. So y'all touching each other, kissing, sexing, fucking, whatever. Like that's when like cheating comes into play. Everything up until that point might not be um, it might not be okay to do, but I don't consider it cheating. And some people say it's like
Mm-hmm.
micro. like flirting with somebody is like considered micro cheating or some shit like that. But that's just making up some whole new terms and shit that it's just.
Something like micro cheating? I've never heard of micro cheating.
Yeah, it's one of them like little gossip articles or some shit that I read somewhere, and it was just like, oh, is your man micro cheating on you? Like some shit like
What? I've never heard that. Okay, so you said that physical cheating is pretty much, aside from emotional, but it's pretty much the only form of cheating. So, like me, myself personally, I feel like definitely physical, definitely emotional, but I also feel like, I also feel like giving your time and attention to people can be considered cheating. Like dedicating, most of your time or any time that's being taken away from me that, is our moment and it's going towards someone else. Like if you texting somebody else or you all on this one person's social media, you just can't stay off of always liking and commenting. Like to me, that's a little form, I guess, of micro cheating, if you want to call it that. That's just me. I feel like anytime somebody can take your attention away from your significant other, they have some sense of like control over you. Like they have some type of control that they shouldn't have. They shouldn't be allowed to possess you that way. Like you should only be that way for your girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife or whatever.
yeah. I mean, like I guess I would need a situation in which the person takes away your attention from your significant other. I guess like are we talking about like if I'm kicking it with my girlfriend all day and I get a text from this person, I just take a second to respond. I don't think that's necessarily
No, I wouldn't
taking
say
attention.
that that's
But if I'm like in my phone, like just whole paragraphs and just going back and forth for like hours or an extended amount of time, then I think it's like, okay, all right, nigga, like what you doing? Like you doing the most right now. So
right. Like you do what? Yeah, like that's what I mean. More so like that, not necessarily just responding to a message, but like, okay, so like you said, if they're just taking away all your time and you sending paragraphs now and you no longer paying your girl attention, stuff like that. And things such as like, um, somebody, like I said, with social media, you always on this one person's page, you always liking something or commenting, sending them little heart emojis or saying, you look so pretty, blah, 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 blah. But this is not stuff that you do for your girlfriend or boyfriend. Like I feel
okay,
like things like
so going
huh?
so doing something that you don't do for your significant other.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yes. Yes.
that can be
Yeah.
that's a fair argument. I can see that.
Yeah.
And
So that's,
yeah.
he's like, you sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
No, that's actually no. I'm just thinking like it's actually pretty fucked up if you do X, Y, and Z for this new person, but you don't even do that for your own girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. Like that's kind of. I'm all about
Jacked up.
equality, so everybody get treated the same. No, just kidding. But seriously, like no, but like that would definitely be considered. That's some fuck shit. I can't even call that cheating. That's just fuck shit. That's what that is. So that's the whole new category that's created.
Good thing, huh? We just creating stuff over here. Okay, I
Yeah.
don't know if it's my perception or if it's your iPhone, but your camera is frozen. So I can't see you anymore. I see your picture, but
Oh shit.
I don't know if
I don't know.
everybody else sees it or not. Because on my other thing it's showing up.
Can y'all see
Like you
me or
can't see
no?
anything.
Nope, still
No,
can't see me.
no.
Oh hell. I don't know. It could possibly be, maybe not. Better, worse? No.
Apple. I don't see that. It's
Nothing,
completely
still
up to
nothing.
you. We can either leave it that way and they just don't see your face, or you can come off and go back on. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. What you want to do?
I don't,
So we have.
shit. It took me long enough to get on there first. Is it still
Okay, we'll
not
just
showing up?
keep it that way. No, it's not.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm afraid to
Like this
like
is how.
get out.
Okay, it's all right. For those that didn't see your face, they can go ahead and click your links on your social media and go look at you later. Um, so we got a comment from Simone, and she said, cheating is also mental. Emotions get involved, and that could be dangerous. It causes separation from your significant other in both ways. Yeah, that's what we were talking about
Uh-huh.
earlier. When you get to the point where you're just so indulged in this person that you are neglecting your spouse or whatever you want to label that person as. That's
Yeah,
where the issue comes in.
but you know what's crazy? I've never like in my past, in my long
Mhm.
ago past, when I did cheat, I never, I never cheated with like I never cheated with somebody that could have like taken me from my girlfriend, if that makes sense. Like
Okay.
I never
It
really
was never something
emotionally.
your relationship was like really at risk. It
Yeah,
was just
it
so
was
what did you
just
cheat for?
me
Like
being
just for
young.
the fun of it.
Yeah, it was like I guess the challenge of just like just the challenge of just getting something new. Like I've never, and girls always say this. They're like, oh, like at least if you gonna cheat, you could at least cheat it with somebody better looking than her. And I'm like,
Hello? I think we lost them, y'all.
I came back.
Okay, there. Oh, I
Yeah.
can see you now. You're moving. Look
Okay,
at you.
perfect.
Okay.
But like when girls are like, "Oh my God, I can't believe like you cheated with somebody like that ugly. Like, how could you do that?" And I'm just like, "Well, first off, if she looked better than you, we wouldn't be in a relationship, and I wouldn't have cheated actually." So niggas, like, basically what I'm saying is niggas never cheat with girls that look better than their girl, because if that was the case, they're gonna leave you for the better girl. So like, not be happy that he's cheating with somebody ugly, but usually when a man cheats with somebody ugly, it's like he really doesn't want to leave you. I'm not saying it's right in any capacity; it's wrong, but usually he's just fulfilling this like outside desire to either get something new or hearing stories from his buddy, so he feel like he got to join, or he just ain't really ready to settle down. But I rarely know niggas that have cheated with girls that look. I know one dude that cheats with girls that look better than his girlfriend, but I think that's just he just got this whole thing going on that he can't date pretty girls, so he dates his girl that like is like a 6, and then he cheats with like 9s. So I'm not here to judge him, but I think I just know that's how he get down. But usually, if he cheating with a girl that looks worse than you, that's why. Usually, it is what it is.
I mean, it'd be like that sometimes, right?
Hey,
I
so they
guess.
say. I don't know. I am walking the path of self righteousness. I am a member of the
Come
Black
on.
Faith Association, so I'm trying to keep my card as long as possible. I will say that it's kind of fun having this power of like the side of like, oh, this faithful nigga, and like let's see if he falls that temptation. It's kind of great, like looking at the temptation and being able to be like, no, can't even
I'm
do
good.
it. Like, I will say that that's an amazing feeling, and like just
So
being
do
able
you
to.
feel like you just naturally, do you feel like you're naturally to the point where you honestly just don't want to anymore? Like you're, and I'm not, let me know if this is something you don't want to answer. But like, do you feel like you're really that content and that happy in a relationship where you couldn't even see yourself being with anybody because nobody else is worth it? Or is it more so, I'm going to turn you down because I know it's not right?
Um,
Now,
it's
if you're
kind
going to get beat up, don't say nothing on camera. Just blink.
no, it's to me, it's not worth it. And I
Mhm.
guess I've seen both sides of it. Like I've cheated and been cheated on, so I've seen both sides of it, and I know how much damage and like even emotional damage that it causes. Like,
Mhm.
I read something, or not read something. Somebody was talking about it on Twitter earlier. Like, girls suffer from PTSD from like getting cheated on, and I thought that was interesting. Like, maybe that's a little extreme, but like
Mhm.
I do think that there are people who suffer from that because they've been cheated on so much, or they had that one horrific, incident, and it really like just changed them as a person. So just knowing that and knowing that you can hurt somebody that deeply, it
Mhm.
kind of like I don't know. I just wasn't. I guess I just kind of matured. Like it's just. I guess it's fun, to me. It's fun to see how long I can last too. Like seeing that
Gotcha.
how in every relationship I've ever been in, I've cheated. So being this my first relationship that I've never cheated in, it's like, all right, another day goes by. Like 365 days with no incident. Like a nigga
Mark
out
it
here
really
good.
down.
Like so. I guess I kind of look at it like that. Just the fun of being able to just say like another day went by. So that's my
Right.
motivation for it. But I don't know, I just kind of matured, and it's just like it's too much going on, and then you got to dealing with my girlfriend's already a lot, so having like somebody on the side is like I can't deal with that stress too, and I'm trying to be successful, and it's just like nah, I ain't really
You
trying
don't
to go
need
out.
them problems, right? You don't
I
need them
don't
problems.
at all. I just nope. Don't even want to cross the line.
Good, good. I'm glad that you're that way. Keep that mindset. Hey, Vanetta.
Yeah, I gotta.
Okay, so for those that just chimed in, if you could go ahead and just share the video for me to your page so that your friends and viewers and followers can have the option to watch with us, comment, like, dislike, whatever they want to do. It's totally up to them, but I ask that
What
you
up,
just give them
Vanetta
that
Williams?
opportunity.
One of
What you
my
say?
homies just. I said no. I said what up, Vanetta Williams? She just joined the live. She joined watch.
You don't know about that. Whatever.
Yeah,
Don't be acting like you know my friends.
I
Don't
was
be
her
acting like
step
you know my friends. Don't be
first
acting
off, I
like you
was
know
her
my
step
friends.
coach. I was her step coach. Wait, what? I forget. I think well, obviously her freshman year, but yeah, I was her step coach. So anyway, hey, so I do know her. So we go way back.
It's
Well,
our
not way
friend.
back.
You can have her. It's
Sure.
our friend.
Yes, Simone. It takes a lot of energy. It takes too much
We got the
energy.
comment from Simone. I said right. Who has time? It takes too much energy. Yeah,
And I ain't got it
I could.
all.
I
You
could.
got to keep up with the person. You got to keep up with different likes and shit. Like, nope, 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 nope.
You gonna be drained out. You ain't gonna never sleep. Ain't gonna have no money left for yourself. It's okay. It's doing too much.
I already ain't got no money left for myself, so now nope, can't. It's exhausting even thinking about it.
You gonna be out here in these streets showing a
Nope.
little bit of leg just to make them to take one of them to the movies and take the other one to dinner. It's okay. Doing too much.
Yeah, see, oh,
Hey, she said, "Hey, Lonnie."
one gonna have to eat my. See,
One gonna have to do what?
appreciate that. I said one of them
You
gonna
said
have to eat
one
my
gonna have to
leftovers.
do
If I go to
what?
dinner with one of them, the other one gonna have to eat my leftovers.
Not your leftover. She gonna get the doggy bag, huh? The scraps.
They both can't. They both can't.
Mm-mm.
They both can't get taken out to dinner. That don't work. Mm-mm.
See, it's too much trying to balance that lifestyle. Mm-mm. You would stay. You would stay
I don't. I,
all the time. Like you would forever be in a fight with one of them. She said, I believe cheating
yeah.
comes from deeply rooted personal issues and insecurities. What's your take on that? Okay.
Um.
What do you mean this Apple device?
Yeah, I guess in a psychological sense that could be looked at. I mean, I just kind of I don't really look at it like that. I mean, if you go deep into it, probably that's the thing. But I just feel like it's just sometimes it just comes down to chemistry, or it just comes down to something that you ain't
Mhm.
getting at home. And then I guess my question would be to
Right.
kind of counter that: is there acceptable cheating? Like, is there any cases that's like, okay, that was fair,
Oh,
or
it's not.
that it was. You said
Hmm.
what?
And what you think, Renetta, about that one? I don't know. I don't think that there is exceptional cheating. So to answer Ronnie's question, I don't think so. But to piggyback off of Vanetta, I believe that for men that cheat, I don't think it comes from personal issues or insecurity. Like Lonnie said, most men just cheat just because their boys talking about it and they want to be able to join the conversation. Or they may see something that they like physically in another person and just want to try it out just cause to see if anything's gonna be different. And so they just do it for that reason. I feel like for women, it can be more of personal issues and insecurities. Even when it comes to women that cheat because of something they're missing in their relationship, when it comes to a man that's lacking on his end, and they seek whatever type of attention from other people, whether it be the next guy that listened to them talk and vent and like gave his take on it, or somebody that was there for you emotionally, or whether somebody was willing to do something sexually that your partner wasn't. I feel like because we are emotional creatures, the fact that we go through with it, it may come from certain insecurities that we have as women. So I think that that's true for women, but not for men. She said, I don't think it's cheating unless
Yeah,
the connection is positive upon, to be honest. And that's how I feel. Like, unless you're acting like, unless you're engaged in this person in some type of way, emotionally or physically, I don't think it's cheating.
yeah, I agree.
But for those of y'all that say it is
I
cheating,
definitely agree. Yeah. And I
I'm
had a
glad to know
question
that a
and I
man
just
agrees with me.
forgot it.
I don't feel like she said, I'm coming
Shit.
back out of drive. Okay,
Damn,
drive
what she was just
carefully.
talking about?
Y'all, for those that are in Georgia, just
Dang.
so y'all know, July 1st is the Hands-Free Act. So as of July 1st, no phones in your cup holders, in your lap, in your passenger seat. Y'all better get y'all some car mounts for y'all be having these $300 tickets.
Yep.
That's all they've been talking about.
Definitely
You
agree.
said
I
you had
need
a
to go look
question?
for mine right now. Get on it. Yeah, I had one, but I can't
Yeah.
remember what it was. It
If
was
y'all need to go to
I do know that and I think too, like a lot of guys cheat too. I mean, this I think it comes from when their upbringing too. Like if you think about like just like black males
okay.
and how we were raised, most times we're raised by our mothers, single mom, and most times, not in every case, there's a lot of men that come and go. Um, and we don't see
Okay.
like healthy relationships. We don't see enough of that. Like know we don't know what monogamy is. Like we don't see it enough. So we just see, mom, she dated this dude, that dude, or dad, he just dated multiple girls
Whoever
and
you
stuff like that. So, you just kind of like trained to think like, well shit, like I'm just supposed to be out here jumping from you don't think like that, but it's just like a subconscious thing that kind of controls you. It's just like I've never had anything stable, or I've never had a stable household, so some people just really can't help it. And maybe that can even be looked at as a sickness. People don't want to say that, but like, what's the difference between them and somebody else that suffers from, I don't know, like people who say that they were no, that's a bad example. The point is, I think it comes from like just
okay.
not having enough positive reinforcement of relationships. Because when I was growing up, I knew maybe one family that were still married and like loving relationship. Everybody else, it was just like they
Okay.
was together because they had kids, or they were around, they cheated on them and cheated on them. So I never really
I'm
seen
going
it.
in and out. I don't know
Oh
if it's my
shit,
signal.
it's
Oh,
probably
it's cool.
mine. I don't know,
I don't know
but I
if
never
it's your
seen healthy
signal.
relationships
Well,
basically.
your camera's frozen. Okay, I got you. I mean,
Oh
I never thought about that too. It could
yeah,
be from, huh? It could stem from not having that
yeah,
or not
no.
growing up and seeing that as a child, like you said. Um, hey, Kelsey. Okay, so Vanessa said if you are creating an environment to deliberately be around a person that you are attracted to, it's not loyal to your partner. I agree with that. I agree with that. But that's if you're attracted
That's
to
fine.
them. Being attracted to somebody physically is different than simply liking or admiring what somebody may bring to the table mentally or in a professional manner. Like I admire professional women that are about their business and are go-getters, but I don't want to do anything with them physically. I'm not trying to, have sex with these women or be in a relationship with them. So it's not considered cheating. Like that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, but I also think that like
But yes, if they're
loyalty is another it's hard. That's another hard like thing to kind of pinpoint because like I can be loyal to my girlfriend, but still like what I'm saying, be I guess attracted to somebody else. Like I don't think that I'm disloyal because I'm attracted to somebody else. either physically or
Right.
spiritually or whatever the case may be. But like, cause I could still go hard for my girl. Like I could be loyal to a fault. I don't know, maybe some shit like that. I don't know, but
I She said, okay, Vanessa said mental attraction brings
yeah.
about physical. I believe it can. I believe that there are situations where you could be mentally attracted to somebody and not be physically attracted to them. And I'm gonna keep using the example of like
But go ahead. You can go ahead.
so when I say mentally attracted to somebody, I don't mean like mentally attracted, meaning, oh, I think they look nice, or oh, I like this person because they got a dimple, or I like this person because they dress nice. I mean, like, you can have a mental attraction to somebody's mindset. You can be attracted to the fact that somebody is always focused, somebody's always, persistent and organized, and that not cause for any physical attraction. Like, if I like the way you come to meetings an hour early, don't mean I want to have sex with you. Like, I just appreciate the fact that you on time and you about your business.
But
Now, that's how I'm looking
just
at it.
playing
I'm not
devil's
looking at it.
advocate,
But
if the person, let's just say you're mentally attracted to somebody, right? Do you think that mental could turn into something physical, or you could find physical things that you like about them so it turns into a physical attraction?
of course, you can find things that, will eventually allow you to have a physical attraction to them. Yes. And I believe that you could do it, excuse me, without intention. So it definitely can possibly open a door, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to open that door. But it is possible, yes, to answer your question.
Okay. Well, I don't know, because I mean, she could have a big forehead, but once you start getting mentally attracted, you're like, oh, your big forehead kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? So,
It's kind of cute. It kind of
who
fits
knows?
you. It make your eyes stand out.
Yeah, so one of those things.
Yeah.
Interesting little discussion.
So to sum this up, yeah, it is. That's what I'm like, to sum this up, starting off to just enjoy being around somebody and not flirting or exchanging any type of flirtatious acts is not cheating. But you always have to open your mind and be receiving and knowing that it is possible that something so small can become something so big. So starting off, no, it's not cheating, but it can eventually lead to cheating if, the mental connection becomes emotional and emotional attraction becomes physical. There's always that gray scale where there's a possibility, but just outright, no, it's not cheating. It's not cheating until you become connected in some type of way.
Agreed.
That's all.
Agreed.
That's our answer, and we sticking to it. Well, it is
Yep.
9:06, and he's like, "Yo, I appreciate you so much for coming to talk to me, even though your Apple product is not acting correct tonight. Just gonna hold
There
that
you go.
against Apple, not you. I'm not gonna
There
judge
you
you.
go.
Just know that I'm not gonna judge you. I'm just gonna pray that you make your way onto Android land. One of these days, get your life together, get it right, get it tight. But no,
I think I'm
honestly, I do
good.
appreciate you coming over. Huh?
I said I think I'm good,
You said
but no. On the app, on leaving Apple. Nope, I don't need that.
yeah. But no, I do appreciate you for coming on though and taking away some time to sit and talk with me and my viewers and all these wonderful people that have come on tonight. Thank you to everybody that commented, to everybody that shared, everybody that liked it, laughed. If you disliked it, thank you. I don't care. Thank you. So yeah, I appreciate it, y'all. It's after 9. I got to get going. But I will be back on Monday, same time, same broadcast. Hopefully, Lonnie will become an active viewer from now on.
You never know. You know what I'm saying? I'm hip to Facebook now.
I'm just saying. See, now y'all can say thank you to me in advance because from now on, y'all gonna see Lonnie on Facebook Live more often. Watch. Lonnie gonna randomly come out the woodworks doing Facebook Live videos every week.
Maybe.
Watch.
Maybe.
Y'all are
Look.
welcome. For those of you that are interested in following him and checking out some of his comedy, I have all of his contact information listed in the event section on Talk of Fame 101's page. So make sure you head over there. And I'll also have it on my Instagram, and I'll be posting his information to my direct Facebook profile. So I have every way that you all can find him. So make sure y'all go check him out and support. She said this was a great, healthy conversation. Thank you, Simone. Thank
Well,
you.
thank you.
I enjoyed it. And now, of course, your camera want to work now that it's time to go. You know what?
Look.
All right, Lonnie. Thank you so much. You have a great night. Tell your boo I said hey.
All righty, I will do. You do the same for yours, and appreciate you for having me.
No problem. Of course, anytime. Anytime. All right, y'all. I will see y'all later.
All right.
You guys have a great night. Have a safe weekend. Don't forget, no drinking and driving. Be safe at all times. And just know, follow through on dreams. And if y'all ever need a supporter, just know I am here. Good night, guys. Have a good weekend.